Okay, cool. Alright, yeah, here I am. Alright, so we're going to be doing some general maintenance on this thing today. I gotta fix some bugs. I'm also gonna change the music real quick to something a little more chill. Alright. It's on fucking lo-fi and chill beats. Nice. So, we have to fix some stuff with the UI first off. I'll just display the glitch I'm trying to fix first. Oh yeah, let me get this text off the screen. And I'm trying to stream on Kick. I want to see what that's like, just for shits and giggles. I'm always watching the casino over there, so I figured I would stream there 1 or 2 times. I might have an audience for this type of shit. So, yesterday we added review tech, and we got him coded to some degree. We're gonna have to fix him up as well. And our game can't handle having, I think, 2 enemies in it because I only coded for 1, so we're gonna have to correct that as well. But the first thing I wanted to do is whenever the turn ends, let me just get rid of review tech for right now. We're just going to delete him from the scene, and then we'll run it with just Cryax. He's our other enemy, our main opposition right now to the forces of lolcow good. Although I'm not sure, I put Ralph on the good team. I'm not exactly sure that's going to be sticking around because Ralph is not exactly a good guy, but you know, he's our guy. He's our special friend, so. Oh, that's right. I gotta start from the fucking start screen every time, dude. Start screen. Then we can hit it up. All right. Yeah, so we're loading in. We have the, I had to change and make the color from black to white here so that we could see all of our lolcows a little clearer. Takes a second to load, but they're all right there dancing. So we choose a game to load. And it's loading now. It's just going to take a second. So now we're in the game. I can click on our cows and move them around. We got wings here. We got good old the Ralpha male right there. We got DSP. He's moving around. And then we have King Cobra over here, who is displaying some text backwards, but that's how he does. So now we're going to walk into Cyrax's path, and he'll notice us and attack. And you'll see some bugs in this combat. So it'll display our battle points and our health points.
I made you,
but
and I will destroy you.
They don't update when they should. Like right now, Ethan Ralph should be poisoned, and so should Wings, but he didn't even take any damage.
I made you, and I will
and then
destroy
he didn't react
you.
to the bitch smack, so we're gonna have to fix that.
I made
and then
you, and I will
I think
destroy
Cyrax is
you.
actually taking an extra turn, so I'm gonna have to check that as well.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
And then the turn list does update, but it does not display our health again, so we're going to have to fix that. And we're also, I can't really do anything now. Now I'm just kind of stuck in this enter turn phase. We don't have any code past that, so I have to take the game manager and keep moving. So still thinking about how to do that. But that shouldn't be too hard to code in. First thing I'm going to do is fix the thing up here where everything should be updating. And Wings not taking damage, so we got to go to Wings. His main scene. And yeah, most of these are like placeholder assets. I just kind of got him to a point where I was like happy with him. That does really look like him. It looks a little skinny for him. And his shorts are all messed up, and he has the same gamer shorts as everyone else. But I mean, it's pretty spot on. So not really, I guess, but kind of. I have this kick that I was working on where I'm gonna have. Let's see. Well, I guess it's kind of messed up now, but I wanted to have one of his attacks be the band hammer. And yeah, he was going to kick him and then smack him. So I think that's pretty cool. I haven't coded many player attacks yet, so I've only really coded enemy attacks because I wanted something to attack first. And we got to add his reaction here, so we should have a take damage and then spell, and this is what will actually apply damage to the character, so I'm just going to copy ours from our Ralpha mail. So let's close that. Let's also close our enemy, and we're going to close review tech. I need Ralph. So we grab Ethan Ralph, we bring him in. Let's take a look at his model. So we have the Josh Moon is a Kid Diddler hat, which is pretty funny. We have the Killstream shirt, and oddly enough, I think I actually have this shirt because I bought it because I thought it would be funny way back in the day. And it's the cheapest quality you could ever buy. It's, you know, exactly what you'd expect from just a Scam Wow type shirt. But yeah, then he's got his skinny jeans on because he would wear something like that. I definitely have to fix the face up a little bit. I had a better model. I'm going to get a better face. He's changed a lot very quickly. Because he was looking like Peepaw Ralph, and now he's all like, he's like skinny Pill Ralph. So this doesn't even match him anymore. So it is what it is. We're going to keep it with this. Let's see what attacks we have with him. So we just have a regular kind of, we have a jump smash. I think I was going to call that the Sektur stomp. And let's see, we have a roar. So I think, I can't remember, we got to call that like holler for sure. The hog's a hollerin'. Yeah, but we are going to steal his code. I completely forgot what we were doing. I got into A-logging mode. We got to get the take damage, control F, and we say take the damage. We want to grab this, and I already have the function, so I just need to grab the code inside of it. We'll go back to wings, and we just need to pop that in there. And let me get a sip of coffee. Okay, nice. So this is going to print out, so let's just put get rid of that. Ethan is hollering for, and this will be the amount of damage the spell does. We're passing in a dictionary here, which is the spell, and so, I mean, not a dictionary, a list, I think, and the third index will be the amount of damage. So we have, I think, is that spelled incorrectly? It might be. It doesn't matter. We'll put a period there. And then we're just updating our current health. And if it is less than or equal to 0, we move to the dead state. So let's check our dead state. Next state, take damage. So we have those, right? I don't think we do. We're actually going to have to make those states. So nice. So we'll just go ahead and I'll actually code these. We'll say take damage, and what we're going to do is if the current state is not equal to the previous state, meaning that we have just entered here, we're going to play an animation, and that animation is going to be react. So this is a little bit different from how we did the enemy. The enemy, we had a bunch of functions in here, and there was really no code inside the process function except for linking to other functions. But this time we're going to put some code in the actual state in the process function, and we might fix that later. But yeah, all we want to play is, I think it's React. Let's look at the animation player. This is going to be what notifies us we took damage. So we go to animation. I'm pretty sure it's React. Okay, yeah, so that's a slight one, and then we have a React 2, I think is a larger. So we're actually going to do React 2, because I like that one. So we'll say React 2. Awesome, I forgot it auto-filled. That's nice. So when we take damage, that should happen, and then we will check our health. What is our current health? Let's Control F that. And so we get that from our stats with wings, and that's loaded from a txt file that I believe is called, let's go to Game Manager, and I have Control F stats. Yeah, latest. Okay, so let me just check that. Nice. So these are the stats for our characters. It's kind of hard to read here because it's a CSV, but oh, these are the stats for our spells. Corrected. So these are our characters. So we can see that Ralph right here, speed, intelligence, health. So this should be speed, intelligence, health should be 4. So we should have 4 health. I'm going to make a note of that. So we should got 4 health on this old boy. So there we go. Because I want to see what pops up on the screen. And shit, we're on wings, aren't we? I thought we were on Ralph. Damn. Okay, so let's get the wings data. Let's go back to that one. Wings, speed, intelligence, health. So we got speed 15, intelligence 3, and health should be 3. Okay, nice. So let's say health oughta be 3. So just to double check what we get. And yeah, we're gonna keep going. So in the take damage, we're going to get our current health and minus the damage, and then we'll print our current health. Awesome. I'm just going to add this right here. That's gonna say we took wings current health. Nice. And then we got to make sure we have a dead state, so we'll Control C, and then we have to get out of the React state as well. So I'm gonna do both of those kind of at the same time. So we'll put the dead state in, and then we're just going to copy what this is, and I think I have a dead animation. Death. Let's see what that looks like on wings. Let's watch him die. Bam, right in the gut. Falls to the ground. Makes a little fat angel. Okay. So we'll leave the scene of the crime back to our code, and that animation seems to be fine. What we need to do now is make sure the state's all good, and then so the way we're going to get out of our React state is we get hit, we do our React, and then the animation ends, and our animation finished signal is going to play, so we can just get the animation name here. And this should be a match statement. I don't know why it's ifs, but we'll just say if anim name equals, and what are we gonna do? What was it called? React. Then we will say next state is going to equal, should be turn based. I'll get rid of that. So turn based is kind of like our like idle state for in the turn base. Whenever we enter turn based mode with like an actual fight, this is like our idle state in the overworld, where our idle state would just be our idle state. If that makes any fucking sense, man. Nice. So we got that. Let's see how that works. Let's go back to start screen and give this thing a go. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys? I guess that's in the kick chat. Pretty sure it's a bot though. So alright, nice. We'll choose one of these. We'll get it rolling. And okay, we're in it. We're gonna choose wings, and then we'll approach. Well, actually, we should probably keep him where he is, because I want Cryax to hit that meaty spot of 2 enemies. So let's just approach with the cobes. And I can...
You ain't shit.
And the camera is actually taken control of once you enter combat mode. It should be stuck on whoever is, like right now it's stuck on him, Cryax.
I will destroy you.
Boom, okay, nice. They both react. And then...
I made you, and I will destroy you.
Yeah, so Wings is dead now. -1 health. Ethan has 0, so I don't think he has a death state.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
But he's still in the lineup to go for our turn, so that's another bug we're gonna need to fix. So let's first fix Ethan's death state, if he even has one. So now we in the holler, we're back with Ethan. Ethan Ralph of the kill stream. We'll go to animation. We'll go to what do I need? Death. Yeah, dude, that's perfect. Wham. Wimmy wim wham wazzles. That's what happened in Portugal. And then when Dan the Man attacked him, you know, but Ralph never fucking backed down. Ralph getting his fucking face kicked in was just like, that all you got? That was so good, dude. That was the best day ever. Nice. So... yeah. Okay, so we got Ralph. Let's go ahead and code that in. So we got the, do we even have a death state? I don't think we even have a death state, so... death, and all we gotta do is we'll just copy what's right here, paste it in right there, and then we need to put die. So dead, actually, not death. And nice. Take damage. We have that one, right? Or do we not? Yeah, we have to. Control F. Take damage, because I saw him react. Oh, we don't. Yeah, I just put the animation player to react right here, which is not good. So we're going to X, and then we're going to create a what did I say? Take damage. We'll put that in there. We'll get rid of that, and then we just need to add our little check right here to make sure this only happens once and we're not continuously trying to play that animation. Because that would make Godot sad. And nice. So let's try that, and I think what we should do here is we should add a label 3D, and this is going to be our state label. State label, and we'll just go back to our 3D and have this over wing's head. We're going to use this to display relevant information. So we go to flags, billboard, we got to set to enabled, we got to go to text, and we got to say what up or whatever. It doesn't really matter, we just have to make it bigger. So right around there, and we're going to make it a special color all for him. We'll make it green. That makes him feel very special. We're also going to save it. We're going to do the same thing for Ralph, and Ralph definitely gets the color red. So shit. Label 3D, we'll grab that, and then we'll just call that state label again, and then we'll do the exact same thing. And this is why I should have made a class, but I didn't. So let's add another onReady variable up here to add that shit on in onReady var, and we'll say state. Why am I not getting autocomplete? That's kind of annoying. Alright, state label. That'll be fine. Expected variable name after var. Oh, of course, yeah. Dude, I'm a genius, man. Alright, so we got that. We're then going to say state label, Control C. And when we first head into our physics process, we're just going to do a quick check. Control C, Control V, bring this on back, and bring this back, and then we're just going to print instead of doing an animation. And not print, we'll say, shit, Control Z, what was it called? Label, state label. There we go. We're just going to update this if the state changed. If not, we don't do anything. So state label dot text is equal to the current state, I believe. Yes, that should be okay. And we're going to have to make sure that is an str, good old strang. So, nice. So now Ralph should die when he gets hit too many times, and let's go ahead and rerun that. Still loading. Okay. We pick a game to load. It doesn't matter, they all load the same thing. It's just basically creating, it doesn't really create any unique data at this point. It just creates like a blank data you would need to save a game. So we'll grab our cobra. Let's hope he's got his venom on him because he's about to fight.
You ain't shit.
We are not shit, apparently. We enter our turn.
I made you, and I will destroy you.
One of the dumbest lines from Cryax. Okay. We get hit again.
I made you.
Ralph
and I will
dies.
destroy
Wings
you.
dies. However, I think we're still going to target them, sadly.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
Oh yeah, the Joshua Moon Sphere is pretty cool, I think. It didn't really make any sense to add him as like a playable character, but I would I would like to put him in as like an NPC, as like a little fucking Easter egg. I bet he would look at this and be like, that's stupid. But yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna keep going. What are we even doing here? So we want to correct the health. We're gonna go to testing area, Testing area. No, we want to fix the UI. How do I get to the UI? I'm gonna have to go to the game manager. We gotta find it. Shit, man. There we go. Sorry, my cat is making a lot of noise off stream and really, really messing with my concentration. So, we also need to get Cryax in here because he is the most fleshed out enemy. I think he might just be enemy. Sadly, I named it enemy.tscn. So this is Cryax, our model, and what we have to do now is I'm just going to go through the flow of combat in the script and see how that works again. So if I look at the states, this is a much larger script. Here are the states. So instead of having any code inside the state up here, we just put it inside a function to kind of segregate it out, and that's probably the move that I should be doing. But I don't think we actually use this combat state at all. I think that's just there. This is the one when we're in the overworld. We just kind of walk around. This is when we're like guarding, kind of like patrolling. Take damage. You saw contact is when we run into our player characters. We're going to have an alert sequence, kind of like Metal Gear Solid, where the thing's going what? Yeah, so that's what that is, the contact. And then we go to turn-based. This is like our idle state in the turn-based game, so we just kind of stand there and wait for either our turn or an initiating event. But I think before we hit turn-based, we hit enter turn, so that's where we can like apply damage for poison and stuff like that, do like status ailments. And the next thing we need to do is we have turn action. So this is where if you like think about it, if you're in the testing area, so Cryax is here, and he's got to get there before he can strike. So the turn action will be him moving from here to there, and then the turn attack is the next script where he actually attacks, next state, sorry. And so then after the turn attack, we will keep flipping between turn action and turn attack until all of our battle points are spent. And our battle points are 5 right now. So he should have only been able to attack twice. Somehow he attacked 3 times, so that's another glitch we got to figure out. I think... I'm not sure why that is, actually. Or maybe I have to look at how much it costs. Let me do that here. What we're going to do is print... This is going to tell us how many battle points the spell cost. Stink has cost us... And then we're going to add 2 pluses, add another quotation mark, and say points here. And then we need to add str, and we're going to put spell. Well, I have this increment strategy right there, and that's actually a list that's being pushed in, a dictionary that's being pushed in. No, and it's not being given, but it's in our script. It's a dictionary that holds like all of the things we're going to do for our attack, and right now I'm just telling it get the array where we are saying how much the attack costs. So kind of hard to explain. We got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's the 10th index in our CSV. So we'll go back to our game manager. No, we'll go back to enemy test. We'll say get the 10th increment, and that should be our cost. So we're going to grab this again, and then we'll move that down here, and it should, we'll say bitch smack has cost us. Blank points. So this will give us a little more info. And then the other thing I'm having problems with is the updating. So the game manager, when we change turns, so update turn UI, I think I'm using an old outdated function here, update images, and I should be using, let me see if I can find it. I know it was in here somewhere, so let me see. So BA, Battle Arranger, it's going to be using that. Request turn-based mode, bl.update. Start players, asking node, okay. BA dot update battle arranger. Awesome. This is the one I was looking for. So if I control C, I just want to make sure I got that selected, and we'll put it in here so I can come back to it. And then I'll take a look at the battle arranger scene because that needs to be explained. So battle arranger. So we got that. We go to 2D, and that is the top up here that displays all of our characters and stuff like that. So we have functions here, and this function, originally I was just passing in images and then we're loading the images there, but now I need more data, like how much each player has. So now I'm passing in the actual node that the player is, the kinematic body, and we can pull all the variables from that. And so yeah, that's just letting me know we are updating the player. Awesome. So I just need to, I think, use, no, it's this function right here. Update battle arranger. Sorry, I'm an idiot. This is the one we want. So here we're passing in the players, and we are then updating. You can see these are we're creating a label in the code, and then we're adding it as a child of the image of the player that's loaded. So let me now play the whole thing over again, and I'll kind of demonstrate it all in motion, autistically. I think that's a good idea. Still loading, and I just wanted to point out you can move around in here too, and you can see the Joshua Moon sphere, and the cows are rotating around, shucking and jiving. So let's go to Felted. We'll load that shit on up, and we'll see what's happening. Again, we are going to use Cobes and sacrifice him to Cryax.
You ain't shit.
DSP just kind of standing there in the wrong direction is the most accurate thing. So
I made you, and I will destroy you.
yeah, so it looks like we're updating there. We get
I
hit.
made you, and I will destroy you.
Nice. Both of them are down. And we exit the turn.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
And then I can do this, and that kind of breaks it. And then I can even throw stuff. I have a ranged attack, but now we're out of turn-based mode, and I can move around again. Sorry. And then I can go and zoom in on the the wasted lolcows down here. Sad. It's not true. But yeah, let's exit the game. So I still need to just change that function over whenever we. So there's got to be like an increment assess turn list, that's when I first enter combat. So that one is using the correct function. But I need to see when we update the turns. That is where I need to update the new function too. Where's that at? Load game, increment turns, awesome. I knew I named it something like that. So whenever we increment the turns, bl.update. Update turn UI. Okay, let me find that. Control F. Okay, yeah, I was like, where the hell is the update images function? But, yeah, instead of using that, so we're just going to get rid of this right here. And then what we'll do is say update battle arranger, and we need to pass in the current turn list, and we're going to say BA dot. And that refers to our battle arranger, which is a global variable of this guy right here, which is being instantiated by our game manager. And our game manager is a auto-loaded singleton. So if I go to my project settings, I go to auto load, you can see the game manager is right up here. So it's not going to work now. Let's go back. So the current turn list. Okay. So when I go to my battle arranger, what do I need to take in here? Players. So I think I need to actually loop through this in the other one and add them all. Let me Control C, let me double check that, how I'm using this function. Control V, and let's get the other usage of it. So yeah, so I need to do this right here and make a little for loop, and we'll put that right there. And then we'll say we just need to not do this. And it should be, I believe it should be current turn list. Current turn list, and I think I should be doing it down here as well. Yeah, this should be done, I believe, right here, because we don't want to. No, hold on. Because right now I'm worried that I'll probably be getting the dead characters as well, so I need to find a way to filter out the dead characters, which I do here. But how am I going to... Okay, yeah, so I'll just do it down here because I remove from the current turn list. Yeah, so we'll just do it down there. Awesome. Control X, Control V. Oh wait, no, I'd have to do it after the fucking if loop, because it's a for loop. Let me think about that. So we have something in the list, so it's longer than that. Our next turn combatant will be dead. Yeah, we'd have to do it like right here, and then we'll just do a separate check. What I'm going to do is this. I'm just going to make a separate list because this will make it way easier for me. I'll say var dead check. This will make it easier in the future when I'm trying to understand what I'm doing. I'm going to make a list here, and this will just be only the living players. And the way we can do that is we'll say if player dot we can check the current health, and if it is greater than or equal to 1, then we will add them to the list. So we will say dead check, or we should probably just call it live check, because that would make more sense. I just thought dead check was funnier, but you know, that's how it goes. Live check equals, and we'll say live check dot append, and we're gonna add the player. Nice. So then we can show off our coding prowess right here. Do another for loop, because that's the only thing I know how to do. And then we'll say live check. Live check. And then we can update our battle arranger, because we know these guys are all living, because they have at least 1 point of health. So they're living, maybe not living well, but living. And let's give that a shot and see how that works out for us. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you saw the tutorial I made. That was it took me a while. I'm making more stuff like that, but I wanted to take a break and do some live content. But yeah, I'm glad you liked it. So we'll pick Felted. We'll load that game. I'm gonna get some. And then we'll get back to it. So that should have fixed our HP and stuff glitch. So even after those two die, and the next lineup shows, we should be getting some. We should be fixing that. Let's see what happens.
I made you, and I will destroy you.
Sadly, we have to wait on Cryax. And really, my intention for the stink attack was for it to be a poison and not to apply damage that turn. But for right now, it's okay. Alright, oh nice. Current health on base array. So I think we need to do player 0. Current turn list. Damn. Is there a print? Here is the turn list. Awesome. So what is the turn list? So it is a list containing other lists. Awesome. So I guess this is the speed of the character right here, and this is the actual node that connects to the character there. So I think the reason I did that is so I could assess speed on the fly. So yeah, what do I need to do here? Current turn list. 0. And then for player, so actually it will be for list in current turn list, and it will be list 0.current health, and then we'll say append list append list 0, and then we'll pass in the player, because live check should just be the player here. If I'm thinking about this correctly, oh wait, no, I made a mistake up here. Yeah, we need to get rid of that. So it's going to go through all of these and then pass in the first in the list of each one. So it'll be the node, so DSP, Ethan, Ralph, Wings, and then we'll update as such. Okay. Nice. And I'm seeing another problem with that, in that Cryax is not in here. I guess because he just attacked, so we're going to run through the entire list. Okay, I remember how I'm going to do it. As the list is going, it's deleting from the front. So the next turn, it'll delete King Cobra. it'll delete DSB, it'll delete Ethan Ralph, and then it will delete Wings, and then it will reload and reassess, and it'll basically make another turn list and do it every time. So it's like an increment type thing. Nice. So let's try it again. Hopefully all of our cows are on their best behavior. Alright, so we're here. We'll select a game and hit load. And I probably should, you know, kind of fix this so I don't have to do this every single time, but then I would have to change so much, so it just wouldn't be worth it to do it on stream. So, let's go and attack Cryax. Our camera gets taken control of. We enter our battle states. And I need to add some like brackets and stuff around here. That would be nice. And then if they get like poisoned, I want to have like some shading that comes over them. That would be sick. Kind of like Pokemon.
I made you, and I will destroy you.
Oh yeah, we gotta remember to check Cyrax's.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
Oh, I don't think we cleared it out. We gotta clear it. I think our instantiate UI did that. Let me double check. Let me go to Game Manager. Instantiate UI. Oh wait, no. It was Update UI. Update UI, I believe. Perhaps. Maybe. No, let me just go back to where I was. Update Battle Arranger. So, update Turn UI. Let me Control F on that. I'm sure that had like some type of clear. If I go to Update Images, let me go to Battle Arranger. And yeah, that's right. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I think I just did a little queue free. So, whenever we update the Battle Arranger, all we're doing is going to the nodes in the HBox container, which will be the this HBox container up here, and we just delete all of them so it like clears the last list of fighters. So let's try that again. Right. Yeah. All right. So nice. Loadificate. Nice. We'll keep it going. We'll grab our cobs. Cobs, I command you to move. Yeah, see the problem is if I click on like his hitbox or whatever, then Cobra won't move to it because it doesn't have the, it's not in the right group of ground. So I need to fix that as well.
I made
well, that's not right.
And I will destroy you. I made you, and I will destroy you.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking
okay, nice.
assholes.
So yeah, we messed that up. So I guess I shouldn't. I'm clearing it too hastily. Let me go to my Battle Ranger. And then, oh yeah, because it's doing this in a for loop. Damn. Let me just make that a function. we'll say func clear images, and we'll just put that there. And then what I can do is right before I call this, right before I call that loop, I'm going to call this function right here. So let me save that, and then we'll go to enemy test, no, game manager, and where we, right before we call this one here, we're going to say ba dot clear images with no arguments, because the best functions have no arguments. Let's go ahead and do that, and now we'll see what happens. Now we'll see who's laughing, says Todd Howard. Okie dokie. Are we loading or what, Godot? Nice. We choose to load the game, as is tradition. Alright, we're in. We select, you know what, yeah, we're still going to go with Cobra. I thought perhaps we might choose DSP, but we'll leave him be. The king doesn't have to fight with the peasants. Okay, so we're entering the turn, so it's working better now. Alright, so it updates there. I keep forgetting to check the cost on that attack.
And I will destroy you.
They both die in dramatic fashion. We exit our turn.
I lose my fucking temper.
And then there.
Over these stupid fucking
Works. So now we just have to run with Cobes and DSP and have them finish their turn. And nice. So that'll be good. Trying to think what we're gonna fix next. So the cost, that's right. We need to check that. So let's go up. Should be somewhere in here. Stink has cost us 2 points. Okay. So Stink has cost us 2 points. I think you used Stink twice, right? So we do that one. We update the players. Stink has cost us 2 points. And then yeah, we can't attack anymore because both of our attacks take 2 points of damage. And this is the spell dictionary that we have, so we can actually see the cost here. I think it should be 10. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is 2. Awesome. And so the other spell, do we have the other spell printed out? The other one is Bitch Smack. I'm going to take a look at that one too. I want to see how many points that one is. So we go to corrected. No, we go to latest, and we find Bitch Smack. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Bitch Smack cost us 1 point, so we could have done one more attack because we have 5 battle points, so there's clearly something not working right. But, yeah, I think I need to just kind of clean stuff up a little bit because there's just way too much printing out right now. So what I'm going to do is actually just go through and hit a Control F on print statements, and it's we got to get them all. So we're going to leave that one. We leave those because we know where they're coming from. I'm going to get rid of this because I'm sure We'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah, we'll leave that one in because that'll say that we can't hit anyone. Did we get that? Did we actually get that message? We can't hit anyone. It doesn't look like it. It would have been like right in here. So no, I don't think we got that message. Okay. Nice. So we'll just get rid. I'm going to leave that one. I'm actually going to copy this. This is going to be useful. So we're going to say spell A and spell B. That way we have easy access to what the spells are. And then I'm going to also say, let's just add a little thing in here that tells us this is the increment strategy. That's just going to help me debug some stuff later. And we'll stop. There we go. Okay. And we'll say battle points. Awesome. The next thing that we need to do is let's see what happens when we enter Cobra's turn. So we go to let's pull open Cobra's model. Where is the Cobra? Yeah, King Cobra TSCN. We'll see the king right here. Good old Joshua. I mean, not Joshua. I think his name is just Josh, actually, not Joshua. So he's got a silly dance. Nice. What we want to do with him is once we enter the combat phase, what the hell is going on with him? And I have plans to make him like the potions master, so he's going to be brewing all the healthy snacks for the crew. Because, you know, he's the cook of the bunch, much more so than the other cows. So, we have an enter turn. And we just have to lose my temper that plays. I think you guys have heard that clip a few times. And then we're in the enter turn function. So now we need to let the camera know what state to go to. So now we're going to take a look at the camera function. So let's go to our camera script. And let me close some of these that we're not going to use. Close. We'll close that one. We'll close review tech for now. We're going to leave that open. We are also going to close that. The camera holder we're going to need, so that's what we're going to examine next. But before that, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm just going to leave this up on the screen for a minute, and I will be right back. So, be back in about 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm back in. Let me move this thing out of here. And what were we doing? We were fixing the King Cobra when we enter into his state. So how are we going to do that? What do we want to do when we enter the turn? We want to tell the camera to do some stuff. So we pull this over. Testing area. I open my camera holder scene. And so attached to our camera we have our UI. And then I'm just instantiating the camera in the scene, and I'll probably eventually switch it to the game manager instantiating the camera, but I think that might mess some stuff up right now. We have, eventually the idea would be to, whichever character you select, this UI down here will change, and I'll have better buttons, and you can like click through it, whichever one is, you know, active. So if you click Cobra and you're acting as Cobra, you'll have your snake spells and shit. And, yeah, so that's how that's going to work. We have our camera, the 3D, which has a script that can move us around. And then we have this raycast, and that's what we, I think, use to click on stuff. It's really small. I don't know why that one's so small, but I think we had a huge raycast that we used to click on stuff. Yeah, so, yeah, right here, we basically project a raycast from the viewport to, like, array length of 1,000, so whatever the hell we click on, it's just going to tell us what object that was. And then we tell our game manager, to, like, you know, based on what object that is to do something. So if we click on Cobra, it'll be like move that to the active character. If we click on the ground, it'll be like move to that position. But it also has to take into account the state that we're in. So, all that is kind of a roundabout explanation of how this is working. So we have these functions like allow movement, and then we have a state machine on this camera too. So we have like turn-based AI turn, turn-based player turn, which is what we need to switch to. And then we have neutral for when you're just walking around in the game world, and we have like action. I don't know what the hell that's for. Talking is for talking, ranged action is for a ranged action, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I want to be able to move around when you're throwing. I think that's what that's for. Yeah. Okay, so we should be here in the turn-based player turn. Let's Control C on that. We're going to set that state. So we're going to actually do that using a group call. So we'll go to our game manager and yeah, so we're entering the state here, but we can probably tell it to update from the game manager. We probably want the game manager to do it and not the player character, because it makes more sense. You know, this guy should handle it up here. So let's go. But we do need to check if it is a player character. So we'll say, where are we? Active turn combatant. We'll say if active turn combatant dot is in group, and I think it's player character. So we can do that check. So let's go up here, and I just know that I added all the groups through code in the ready function. So yeah, player character, add to group there. Let me just Control C and make sure we're getting the right thing. And we go to our game manager again, and we say if you're in the group, player character, then we're going to I need to make sure that we're at the point where we've committed to that person having their turn. So we need to go here afterwards. Oh, so I do have some stuff here. Move turn to camera, set state. Oh, turn-based player turn. So we already doing that. Shit. Nice. So, what is the problem? Or are we already in there? Let me make sure this is the right state that it's being passed in. Looks like the same one, right? Control X, we'll just plug it in. Fuck it. Yeah, it's the exact same one. Alright, so let me go back to our camera holder, and just to make sure we're in here, we're going to say if previous state is not equal to the current state, then we will print caps lock cam has entered, and I'm gonna control V, turn-based player turn. There we go. So now we'll know when we enter this state, because I should be able to move, which is why I was kind of confused. I don't know why I shouldn't be able to, why I can't move. And when we set the state here, yeah, we're updating to the next state. Okay, so we do have a print statement. Let me take a look. So we are moving to that. Huh. So if I go to this function, allow movement, control F. Yeah, so that's the one that allows us to move the camera. I'm just trying to figure out why we couldn't move the camera. Let's try that again. Let's see what happens. Alright, nice. So, we can grab this, we'll say load game, keep on going. Nice. We got cobs, we click on it, and we need to move back just a little bit. I forgot we were even checking, that's right, the camera.
You ain't shit.
I am in fact shit, Cryax. Don't say that to me. Cause did you see that video of fucking Marty beating up Cryax? That was so good. And he's like on the ground screaming, and Marty's like, "Who's the king?" So good.
I made you, and I will destroy you.
I gotta add Marty. Exit turn.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
Yeah, and then I'm clicking my keyboard. I should be able to move around, but I can't, which is not good. So, see, because it says cam has entered turn-based player turn, but I can't move in the camera. So, let me take a look. Let me go to camera holder and see if there's anything that's preventing us. Let's get the allow movement. So it's just W, S, D, A, Q, E, R, and F to kind of rotate around. Turn-based player turn. We're here. Cam has entered. Is that being said anywhere? Yeah, that is being said. Okay, so allow movement. I mean, it works here. Very weird. I don't understand what's going on, but I'm sure. Allow player turn-based clicks. So if I click on stuff, game manager object clicked in TB, then we have result. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what happens there. So I should be able to click on stuff here. Yeah, I guess we'll go for it. Let me just double check. Set state, turn-based player turn. And then if I go to... Oh, move camera to target. I wonder if that's messing with it. I probably should put a wait function in there somewhere. Move camera to target. Let's double check that. Shit. Move camera to target. Yeah, so that's what it is. After this finishes, I transition to enemy move state, so that's what's going on. I figured it would be something. Let's create another function and say move camera to player, and then we'll just have that do the exact same thing, and instead we'll connect transition to, and we'll call it player turn base state. Nice. So then we have to, of course, make that function. We'll control C and say func, control V, add that in here, and we'll pass for right now. We'll come up here and we'll say move camera to player. And then we'll have to add some logic here up at the top. We'll just go to game manager and nice. Why don't we, where are we doing that check? If active state combatant, where was that check? What the? Oh, I guess I did it somewhere else. Anyway, so we're gonna do this right here. If active turn combatant is, what are we trying to check? If it's a player, so dot is in group, and we'll say player character, and if it is, then we want to go there, turn-based player turn, and then if it's not, then we want to say we're going to get the camera and probably say, oh no, we need to do this one. Control C, Control V, and Control V. We're gonna have to do this anyway, I believe. Increment turns, yeah. Yeah, I think, I don't know. So we need to change this to turn-based, oh wait, no, that's right. This one down here needs to change to enemy turn. We then need to say camera to target, and this one needs to change to camera to player, I believe. We'll go back to camera holder. Yes, camera to player. And it should be the exact same. And then we don't have to call the second function because it'll transition in here. Nice. Okay. So all we have to do is take this, Control C, we put this, plug it in there, and we add another quotation mark, and then we say turn-based, what is the name of that? Turn-based player turn, Control C, and where the hell was I? Right here. We control V, that sucker right in there. And so now once we move the camera to the player, once that finishes, we should then transition to that state, calling this function once the tween finishes. Nice, awesome, I'm happy with that. Let's see what happens. Let's go to yeah, we actually don't need this. We don't need the set state anymore, so we can get rid of that and get rid of that, because they will now transition after we tell them to move to the target. So we can get rid of this as well. And there we go. Let's see what happens. Or if I just broke the whole thing, that could be possible, and I'm just going insane. Alrighty. Yeah, so let's click felted, we'll load that. And then we'll click back in the game. We got King Cobra selected, we move him over, and we are again going to antagonize Cryax. We should be getting hit. There's a 4-second delay on the stuff that Cryax does, just to make it a little more readable to the player. And eventually I'll turn that into a variable where you can control the speed of combat, so that'll be nice. Nice little feature.
I made you, and I will destroy you.
Ralph and Wings are down from his powerful stench. It should now be Cobra's turn.
I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes.
So now we are in the player turn and we can move. Awesome. So that's exactly what I wanted to do. It's nice to have that fixed. We can select Cobra, but we can't move him. Awesome. So all we're doing right now is just printing out whatever we touch. So if I bring this over here, basically based on these results down here, that's what I'm going to do. So like if he clicks on a position and the collider, so yeah, like collider ground, if we get that ground collision, then we're just going to move to that place. But if we get an enemy, we're going to attack that enemy. So that's where we're going to go from here. I'm probably going to stop streaming for tonight. That was a lot to do. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm going to put some text on the screen and put all our lolcows out there. And this text is going to say, have a happy Wednesday. So yeah, I think that was a good stream. I think we got a lot accomplished. We got the battle thing on its way to the next one. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling on that. I think the next time, by like the end of the week, early next week, I want to have the battle thing figured out so I can actually start like playing the characters and, you know, having fun with it. So if you stop by, thanks for stopping by. The streams will probably get more interesting as the game progresses. Everybody have a good one.